everybody, I'm in San Diego Airport right now, and announcements are loud. Hopefully it's not too distracting for you. It's extremely distracting for me, but I decided to shoot this in the window, and the lighting's bad. You can't see my face very well maybe, but that's all right. You don't need to. And if you're listening, you obviously don't need to. But I saw the devil today. And you might be thinking it's like Governor Newsom in California. No, it's not. You might be thinking it's, the mayor of Austin, Steve. No, it's not him. I saw the devil today. You might be thinking that it's, let's see, is it Governor of Michigan, Whitmer or something like that? I can't remember the names, but, I was thinking about that. I saw the devil today. And he looked a lot like me. Wow. Did you catch that? I saw the devil today, and he looked a lot like me. I've been thinking about all the different things that have been going on and the lockdowns and hard lockdowns, and people are only like one direction, right? And I want to ask the question, are you programmed or are you open-minded? When we're programmed, we don't see the devil in ourselves, right? We don't see the negative things, and I've done way too many things in my life that aren't cool. I hope I've, been able to apologize to everybody, but one of the things that I think the devil in all of us that we need to recognize and understand is that when we refuse to communicate with somebody, when we refuse to have an open dialogue to try and see another person's perspective and get their thoughts on things. Actually, this is a good time. Hey, I got a lot of messages on a podcast the other day. You loved it, and we only got a few shares on it. And quite honestly, the shares are extremely enormous for us to get people to see it. So if you like it, hammer the like button right now. Hammer the share button, get it out there, and let other people, just see what we're up to here at Matt Logan Speaks. Anyway, back to it. When we don't allow that dialogue, when it's only one direction, when we're jumping up and down and screaming and hollering and trying to get our way with things, that's our devil, right? That's us being the devil. That's us not trying to understand another perspective and as a lot of people say it, another side. In fact, one of the big things that the criticisms that I get probably 2 to 3 people reaching out to me on other podcast platforms, and they're trying to, promote this podcast and, hire them to do this or that and the other thing. But you know what? The number one thing is well, you gotta you gotta hammer on the left and you gotta hammer on the right, and you gotta say all these things and get people riled up and get them more emotional. Well, that doesn't sustain life. Okay, that might get a few views here and there and things like that, but that doesn't sustain life. And I want to sustain life because I know what it's like to lose someone extremely close. And that hate and anger and that devil inside of us that we often ignore is precipitated by that hate and pointing fingers and not communicating with quote unquote the other side. And that's why I say I saw the devil today, and he looked a lot like me. I think when we can recognize and realize that first, then we're able to communicate with someone that doesn't share the same viewpoint that we do. So I ask you, are you programmed? Are you programmed, or are you open-minded enough to have dialogue with somebody that has a different viewpoint than you? I'm from Minnesota, and our governor is literally trying to arrest and lock up people, a single mother who's trying to just survive while he allows Costco and Walmart and Target and all these other big box stores be open. That's not right. That is not right. He's not having dialogue. I don't see it. I don't see it from the governor in California. I don't see it from the governor in Michigan, and I don't see it from people like Steve down in Austin, the mayor, when he records a video while telling people to stay at home and stay sheltered and don't be in groups, when he's in a group in Mexico, Cabo San Lucas, in fact, I'm sorry, it's pretty difficult for me to sign on to some of these things and the fear mongering that they're pushing when they're not abiding by their own rules. Every single one of them has been photographed or videoed in different situations where they're doing something completely opposite that they're telling everybody else to do. I just can't do that. I made a promise that if I was going to speak and what I was going to do with the death of my daughter is to call it how I see it. And no matter how painful that is to me and how painful that is to other people, but I got to call it like I see it. First, I saw the devil and he looked a lot like me. I need to recognize that first before I can then try to open up and share what I believe and figure out what someone else believes in their viewpoint. So think about that the next argument that you're in. Think about the next time that you want to scream and jump up and down and get ice cream because that's what you want. It's what you want, and no, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Hey, that's my thought and perspective today. Remember, like it, share it, comment. It's really huge for us. We really do appreciate it. See you next time.